And we are back. Another episode of Wesam's World, week 1 of the coronavirus quarantine, and we are still alive.
We're still hanging in there.
Here in the studio. If this is your first time back after a couple episodes, it shouldn't be, because you should be listening to every single episode. I mean it. And some of you have. And I really appreciate you. Michaela, new subscriber on YouTube. We appreciate you. She just watched our Indiana episode. We appreciate you. And guess what? We're having Indiana back once this quarantine is done, okay? Before we start the show also, I want to give a special thanks from the bottom of my heart to all the healthcare professional workers out there risking their lives and their livelihood to make sure we stay healthy as a people.
Mm-hmm.
They are doing more than our government. Thank you. Appreciate you guys, seriously. All the sacrifice and the hard work that you're doing, it is, I love you guys. And this is why people shouldn't be hoarding things at the supermarket, because after a nurse is done with her 48-hour shift, she wants to get some groceries. Oh, she can't, because you're an asshole buying all that toilet paper, all those fresh fruits and vegetables. How are they supposed to maintain themselves and be healthy? You know, this is a community. Again, we're not going to talk about this during the whole show. I'm just saying this right now. This is a community effort. We got to look out for one another, and that's the only way we survive this thing. And you have to be considerate. Stay at home. Limit your person-to-person contact. Because if you don't, it's not about you getting sick or somebody else getting sick. That's not the issue. It's about not overwhelming the hospitals and the healthcare workers that are already on limited resources. So try not to be selfish for just a couple weeks. I know you live in America, and that's your MO. But don't. Just for a couple weeks. Imagine you die and you're being judged. Let's say that's what you believe in. You can go, hey, well, at least for those 2 weeks when things really, the shit really hit the fan, I wasn't selfish. I was a community guy, okay? I work better when the pressure's on me. Peter, that's the angel who apparently lets you into heaven, right?
I think so. So what you're saying is, if we're good during these 2 quarantine weeks, we're allowed into the gates of heaven. That's what you're saying.
Let's start the show. Let's start the show. Oh my gosh. Well, another wonderful episode of Wesam's World ahead of you. We're not talking about coronavirus because it's on every fucking thing I'm reading and watching. Mm-hmm. What I want to talk about is I started a Lord of the Rings marathon yesterday.
Yes.
Extended edition.
Yes. The only way to watch it. You can't go back to the no. Only the 3-hour versions.
Yeah.
Of every single movie.
I got through the second film, halfway through the second film, before I was like, oh my gosh, okay. Some stuff happened, and I was just getting like antsy, and I was just like, man, this is intense. I loved it, but it was a little too much for me. I found there were some new scenes in the Lord of the Rings extended editions, which, by the way, just burped, only cost $10 on Amazon Prime. Mm-hmm. That's a deal.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to drop at least 20.
No. I think because they're kind of considered older films now.
Really?
Like, I know they're still like classics and everything, but man, that was like 2003, 2000.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Real quick, how are our levels? Are they decent, like whenever for editing?
Yeah.
Should I be louder or should I be quieter? Because there's a little echo in here. What will help you?
Actually, from last time, and it was partly because we were moving that. You should be a little louder. I should be a little quieter.
I figured.
That's what I was figuring out.
Yeah, okay. I figured. I just wanted to make sure before we got to it. We're not editing this shit out, okay? Because you're part of the family. Okay? You're going to know the ins and outs of everything. I've been cooped up for a week in here. Not here, but, my home. So I'm intense. Okay? Daddy just yelled at mommy at the dinner table, and things are weird.
Have you ever been over to a friend's house when that happened? Oh, that's always the best.
No, actually, I've never
Man.
had that happen at a friend's house.
I've had that happen, I think, like twice. Like, I'm over at a friend's house, and I'm eating dinner, and then the parents start fighting. I'm like, what am I supposed to do in this situation?
Dude, yeah, that's intense. I could only imagine.
Yeah.
As an adult, I would make blatant eye contact with both people arguing. Just be like, interesting. That's one of my favorite pastimes. I don't know. You guys probably don't know this. If I'm in public, a mall or a supermarket, wherever, and I see a couple fighting, oh, my day is on pause, and I'm following this couple or hanging around them and listening to the argument. That is one of my favorite things to watch.
Interesting.
Couples fighting in public.
Wow.
Because I would never do that.
Oh, yeah.
Even if I'm like, hey, you know what? Let's talk about it in the car. And if I was dating someone and she was like, no, we're going to be like, okay, cool, we're over. Oh, just broke up with you in a supermarket. Bye.
Yeah.
Bye. And that's it. I don't deal with stuff like that. That's the AC.
There it is. That just turned on magically on its own.
Yeah. Would you mind?
Yeah, let me go climb up there real quick.
Yeah, thank you. Again, this is live. You're part of the family. We're not editing any of this stuff out. Okay? Because we love you. We want you to know that here at Wesam's world, my world, I got to stop saying that. I feel a little crazy when I do say that. All right, we're out. Yeah, I watched. Well, Lord of the Rings. There was back to that conversation. I was watching a couple of scenes from it, and there are some wonderful hidden gems that I didn't notice. Like some of that when Gandalf calls the White Horse, and they start riding to the Poisoned King. As you can see, I'm not the hugest fan of Lord of the Rings. I don't know all the names, but you know what I'm talking about. In the background, you can see a village burning, which I never noticed before. And I was like, oh, shit, look at that. There's a village burning there. And also, there's a wonderful video. There's videos, but there was one in particular. I wish we could remember the name of it, where it gave you the genesis of the Lord of the Rings world. Like, did you know Sauron, you know, the eye? Mm-hmm. He's actually a servant of somebody who's actually even more evil than him.
Yeah.
You knew this?
Yeah.
Okay, I did not.
There's a video game franchise called Shadow of Mordor.
I've played both.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yes, I love that.
Love them.
Yes. Sorry,
Oh, they just delve into a little bit about his background. No, that's all.
That's all.
I like the games.
They do delve in a little bit with
Yeah.
the precursor of what we know as the Lord of the Rings.
Right. I wish those were movies.
What?
Like just delving into like the background of him.
Of who?
Stuff.
Sauron?
Sauron, yeah.
Yeah, the Amazon TV show, Lord of the Rings. You know this about.
That's right. I forgot about that.
It's coming out.
Yep.
Coming out. They're
Just
filming
haven't
it.
heard anything from it in a little bit. Like I know it's happening, but man, they are keeping that under wraps. I forgot about that.
Yeah, they're in New Zealand, and obviously now it's a pause
Yeah.
for at least a month, a couple weeks, whatever. So, no, it's really interesting how there's actually some weird and eerie similarities to the way the Vedas, the Hindu belief of how everything started. There's a lot of like similarities. Now, before you tune out, if you're like a super, Muslim or super Christian or super Jewish person, you're like, oh, Hinduism, all this. No, actually, like, you should just learn about their genesis of how everything began and everything like that. It's very, very interesting things. Anyway, there's a lot of similarities with the Lord of the Rings. How, like, everything started with, like, like, literally sound. That's all everything was, sound, and there was harmony, and the discord that happened was actually, like, the discord, like the bad sounds, quote unquote bad sounds, were the evil things, and then those things created like other things. I know this is the worst explanation of the Lord of the Rings beginning, but fuck you. I don't know. It's very complicated. But the Balrog, they talk about like Balrogs. There was like epic battles between angels and Balrogs. I'm like, why didn't you film that?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Did you watch the Hobbit movies
I did.
at all? I only watched the first two. And I was told I didn't really have to watch them. Like, they're just not the same level as the first 3 Lord of the Rings.
I will say this.
Yeah.
Watch them.
Yeah.
Very entertaining. There's a lot of work that put into all of them. And my only issue with them is the fact that we, as humans, I feel, as audience members, react more positively to a film when they have a good mixture of computer effects and real effects.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for instance, in the first 3 Lord of the Rings films, they had a lot of practical effects. They had orcs, the Uruk-hai
Right.
were actually like, they dressed up a bunch of dudes in that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why whenever you see all like the CGI, the big epic battle sequences, they mix it in very well with real CGI. So then your mind is just assuming everything's real, and you're more able to suspend you're able to suspend your disbelief a little better. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
The Hobbit had a lot of special effects.
Mm-hmm.
And after a while, your brain starts seeing it more as a cartoon, I feel like.
The Hobbit also, for me, from the first 2 films I saw, it was more worried about being a funny movie.
Oh,
I get that vibe a lot from
really?
I feel like it's trying to crack a lot of jokes and make me laugh a lot of the times. It
Interesting.
gave me almost like a Marvel movie effect with action and comedy mixed together. And that's not bad. But just I really like the seriousness of the first 3 Lord of the Rings. Sure, it's got its funny moments. We got Merry and Pippin running around stuff, but man, I felt like every second they were trying to jab me with funny moment. It's a funny time now. Quick joke.
That's so interesting. That's actually now I have to go have a Hobbit marathon.
Yeah, and get through the first one and then halfway through the second one.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it.
No, I think that's an interesting point. I wonder what Peter Jackson was thinking during those films.
Yeah.
It's hard. Listen, I'm not bashing on any of those films because they're great films.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm always curious to know what was going through the director's mind. Did the studio have any influence with the rewrites when they're filming it? Did they realize, oh shoot, this doesn't work if it's all serious like the Lord of the Rings? We have to make it comedic. It just doesn't feel right if it's not. Because sometimes, as you know, as an actor, the wrong choice when you execute it is actually the right choice. And when you think the right choice is, when you execute it, you're like, something's not right. This isn't the right choice for some reason. So that's the thing with art. It's subjective, but at times it's very tricky. It's very paradoxical or contradictory. Do you hear my stomach?
No, I didn't.
Oh my gosh. I keep having to, I don't know what's going on in there. There is a war going on in my stomach right
What'd you have for breakfast?
Nothing. But I will say this, real talk, because we're all friends and family here. Great poops recently.
Good.
Great poops.
Good.
Yeah.
Any specific change in diet that caused it, or just
I
you
think
have been
just
blessed
chilling.
with? Okay.
Just chilling.
Yeah.
Maybe giving my body a break from all my crazy workouts and being not stressed.
Mm-hmm.
Which surprisingly, right now, you would think I would be stressed or anything like it. No.
That's good though.
Yeah. Not stressed at all.
Yeah, I'm surprised that quarantine would be the thing to get you chilled.
Right?
I feel like you'd be going crazy right now.
You would think so.
Because I'm going a little crazy.
Yeah.
I'm ready to get out and go do stuff.
Because everybody else is crazy.
Yep, that's it. I'm crazy because everyone else is crazy.
And I know that I cannot join the mob mentality
Mm-hmm.
or else I will succumb to that. And so I'm like, no, I'll step back from that.
I got you.
And plus, I'm working. I booked the pilot, so
Yeah.
that helps me financially, where I'm just like, all right, chill. I feel so bad, too, for the people who, man, I really wish, I've been posting a lot of feel-good stuff on my Instagram page. Just touched my face, got corona. And some landlords are foregoing rent for April.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, hey, don't pay rent for April. And I'm like, oh my gosh. as a landlord, it would actually make financial sense for you not to pick up rent. That way you can count it as a loss.
Mm-hmm.
And you'd save actually more money at the end of the year. So landlords out there,
Take notes.
take notes. And you're helping your tenants to
That's
stay
right.
in there so that they can afford to stay in there and you don't have to look for more tenants.
Win-win.
Because there's a lot of empty slots right now in Los Angeles.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what's going to happen to people, man. This is bad. A lot of my friends, they're not in a great place right now.
No, I know. More people are leaving LA than moving in every year.
Whoa.
It's crazy, yeah.
Where did you read that?
Where did I read that? I watched it from a video about
Okay.
just kind of like, shoot, I forgot what the video is called.
Is
It's
it
just
news
about,
or?
It was a guy, like he gives his sources
Okay.
and everything, but it was just a YouTube video about like the homelessness in LA and how it's just not a very well-run city right now. And I'll find it for you and I'll send you that link. But he said that more people are leaving LA every year than moving into LA,
Yeah. Wow.
which is very interesting.
It's a shame that the people in charge are more interested in their own personal financial gains than actually investing back into their people. And it's really frustrating because these companies are being bailed out right now. And then some of them are actually buying stock back so that they'll make a profit on it from the taxpayer money. Meanwhile, everybody else in the country is being screwed again.
Mm-hmm.
And then here's the real kicker. We are voting these people in. All of them.
Right?
Literally name me one candidate, maybe one or two off the top of my head, maybe one or two. Majority of them, both sides, have been bought out by major corporations. And that's why when shit like this happens, they get the bailouts and you continue to get screwed. And then you vote for those people to help the companies and screw you. Because those people say they're going to help you. They might give you a bone here and there, but then they don't. How about that? Think about that for a little bit. And some of us are not educated enough to realize that. Because we have personal biases and prejudices. I can't even say that. I'm not even smart. Prejudices against other people that have been fueled by who? The people in charge.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, vote me for emperor.
I was just about to say that. I was like, there's only one way to move past this. It's to elect you as emperor.
Emperor.
That's right.
Solve all that. Look at what I wear on a daily basis. I would wear this as emperor. I'd be like, that's the emperor? Yeah. Oh, he's so chill. Yeah,
He's drinking tea from a bottle.
I am. Glass bottle. Recycle that shit.
Recycle.
Organic.
Hell yeah.
We'll be back. We're taking a quick break. We'll be back with more fun stuff. Mwah! We're back, baby. We're back. I'm trying to play Zoo Tycoon. I need help, okay? I need help from my listeners. I really need your help, and this is the clip.
Okay.
This is the clip.
Gotcha. Call for help for Zoo Tycoon.
I need your help is the quote.
Yes.
And I'm trying to play Zoo Tycoon on my Mac computer. Now, here's the problem. I know there are apps out there like Wineskin, okay, and other third-party apps that help you make a virtual window, or they'll run PC-only games.
Oh, is it a PC exclusive?
Yes.
Zoo Tycoon? Okay.
The old Zoo Tycoon.
Right. Okay.
Now, here's the issue. Mac OS Catalina, okay, for some reason, they won't let you open any third-party apps. In the past, when you're opening up a third-party app, they're like, hey, this is a third-party app. It hasn't been reviewed by Apple. You sure you want to open this? And then you put open anyway, and it'll open it anyway. It'll let you know this has not been reviewed. Or you go into security preferences and you click open. Now, they won't let you do it at all. So there are no third-party apps. So there are no apps on the App Store that can run these other programs. I've looked.
And you can't go in, click the lock,
No.
and then click allow preference? Okay.
Peyton, I've tried this, man. Okay? I can't.
Gotcha.
There are videos showing you have to open up terminal and like typing in some stuff. I don't do that. Okay? I don't understand it. There have not been clear enough videos for me. So yeah, I don't know how to bypass that in a simple way other than having Parallel, which is a separate or running boot camp, which basically like a small part of your hard drive is basically Windows. So you have to restart it and open. I'm like, I don't want to have to just restart I want to just click on two things.
How badly do you want Zoo Tycoon?
Fuck you, Peyton.
I mean,
this is where the clip ends. I need your help. I need your help, people. I don't need this shit. No, send me your suggestions, please. Anyway, that's it.
That's it. He just wants to raise some animals.
I do. I would make the perfect zoo.
The perfect zoo.
Yeah, as emperor. I want the ultimate edition too, which gives you can build the dinosaurs and the marine animals, and then also like the special secret cheat animals, the Bigfoot.
Yeah.
You get the Yeti in there, the unicorn. There's some other stuff too, some other secrets and cheats that I want to do.
I don't think I ever played this Zoo Tycoon.
It's amazing.
I played School Tycoon. That was very interesting.
School Tycoon?
Yeah, I made a school. Yeah. It was very interesting. And then a tornado came and wiped out my school. And I was like, okay, sweet. I don't have a school anymore. And everybody's getting mad at me because a tornado hit. And they're like, these buildings don't meet our standards for schools. And I'm like, yeah, a tornado just hit me. And then everybody left and I went bankrupt. That's School Tycoon.
A tornado hit my school.
A tornado
That's the quote for the episode.
That's
wow.
Yeah.
And wiped out everything.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Well, Jesus.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Jesus caused it.
Whoa.
He sent it.
Hey, you said it. You said it, man.
Mm-hmm. The virtual School Tycoon Jesus
Oh my god.
came, sent that tornado.
Have you played Roller Coaster Tycoon?
Yes.
Yeah, it's the same kind of thing. Zoo Tycoon, Roller Coaster Tycoon. Is School Tycoon the same as?
Oh, yeah. It's like the same developers and everything. I want to get Prison Tycoon. I want to run a prison. Yeah. Because, like we talked last week, like Beyond Scared Straight. Oh, inmate X out. Boom. Like,
Okay.
I'm sending you in the torture chamber.
Right?
Like,
There's a torture chamber in the show?
you can add a little, like, electric torture chamber thing.
Did you watch the Tom Segura video?
No, I didn't. Shoot. I need to watch that right after this, during the break.
During the break, we'll watch it and then
Yes.
we'll talk about it. Holy shit. It's so funny watching these kids be on Scared Straight.
Yes.
Well, now the world is on Scared Straight.
That's right.
Corona edition. I laughed way too hard at that. That's funny to me. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I've been trying to play the Zoo Tycoon because I just want to play. I play StarCraft a lot too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a lot. Just I have these bouts of intense focus of like, oh, I just want to play the campaign mode in StarCraft from beginning to end.
Right.
Yeah. I like it.
Never played StarCraft.
It's so much fun.
Yeah.
So much fun.
Is that Blizzard?
Yeah.
Does Blizzard make that? Yeah.
Yeah, man. I've been trying to find other games to play, but I've already played Red Dead Redemption 2.
Beat through the whole thing?
Beat through the whole thing, and I
Nice.
hate that you become the other character,
Oh, John?
and then he dies immediately in the water. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. He doesn't swim like his main character.
Oh.
As soon as he goes in the water, he drowns.
No,
and
yeah. I
dies.
thought you meant like that was like an ending you got. Like,
Oh, no.
You
Oh, no,
were
no, no,
playing
no.
as John Marston, and then somebody came and like threw him in water. And I was like, okay, look, what ending did you get? Because this is like a prequel sequel.
I know.
Like, there's stuff that happens after. What weird ending did you get where they chucked John Marston in the water and just let him drown?
I mean, spoiler alert, how
Yeah.
bummed were you when you find out that he has tuberculosis?
Oh man, I like it's just one of those things where it's like, wow, there's no way around this. Like he's done.
Is there a cure for tuberculosis?
I think now there is, but definitely not back in that time.
Yeah,
Like
okay.
if you had it, like you were screwed.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
But yeah, when he started coughing, I was like, oh no.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, I actually like this character now. Now you're going
Yeah.
to kill him?
It was kind of one of those things though, where when you played through the first game, you're like, how come this character wasn't anywhere in the first game? Oh, they have to kill him. Like for it to kind of make sense, you know?
Yeah. I was bummed out with the first Red Dead Redemption after you get the farm and everything like that. He dies too.
Yeah.
Like, and then you can't really take care of the farm anymore. Like it was just, I don't know.
Right. They have that little Jack Marston epilogue at the end of that one, but it wasn't satisfying enough for me. You know?
No. Oh, when he kills the guy in the
Yeah.
shootout by the river. Like, it was just, yeah. You have to travel so far for it.
I know. And they make you ride for it.
Yeah.
You want this revenge? Go get it.
Right? You want this revenge? Go get it.
Okay,
you hear
I
that?
heard that.
Do you hear what's going on in there?
I hear it, yeah. They're saying, Wesam, please. Food. Have some smoked salmon with your brother.
Oh, yeah.
He did get two?
He did. It was good. He made some smoked salmon and
Oh, did
eggs
he?
that were really, really good.
Hell
Fuck, that
yeah.
was good. Oh, my gosh. I've been eating a lot. Oh, my gosh. This is ridiculous how much. I'm going to go running tomorrow, I think.
Nice.
I got to do some sort of cardiovascular workout. Just to burn off some steam, calories, just chilling all
Right.
day. Yeah. Haven't gone to yoga in a while. Been doing yoga at home.
Yeah.
Have you been doing yoga at home?
No, but we've been cleaning a lot right now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, during like quarantine, things got a little messy.
That's
because
good.
we were just inside a lot. And I get stressed out when it's too messy.
Same.
And like I'm like I can't walk. I can't walk in this house. Like why is there a hanger on the floor right now?
Yeah.
Like it's a hazard
Yeah.
to my mental state.
Dude, I love you.
Thank you.
I love you.
I love you too.
I can't express to you right now how much I love you because that shit drives me so crazy.
Yes.
I like having a clean house because people don't realize it's a slippery slope. You leave one thing out, then you leave another thing, then you leave another thing. Then before you know it, everything's left out. There's no organization.
Right?
And there's just a mess in the home. And then you feel like a mess.
Yeah.
And if you don't feel like a mess, subconsciously you feel like a mess.
Mm-hmm.
And if you disagree with me, unfollow me. Keep walking.
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
What's your opinion on eating in the bed?
If done with extreme caution, sure.
Okay.
But if you're a maniac or a savage, don't do it.
Because not to name drop anybody that I live with.
Right.
Or anything like that, because I would never dare.
Yeah.
I would never dare to call her out.
Of course not.
But like, crunchy food in the bed just drives me up the wall. Because I can feel it. I can feel it in the bed. One crumb lands on that bed, I feel it. And I can't go to sleep.
Does she feel it?
No. I'll tell you a story off the air. I don't want to embarrass her. But, oh boy, I learned like 3 weeks into dating the kind of person she is. She eats in the bed.
Wow.
And it drives me crazy.
I know.
Because she can't feel that stuff. I can feel one crumb in the bed. I'm like the princess and the pea. I can feel that. Anything wrong with my bed? Like, you know those little like pills that can build up in the sheet? Drives me crazy. Gotta wash them immediately.
Yeah. No, I feel you, man. It's yeah. I can't have that. Doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
That, yeah. Yeah. I like if you use something, clean it, put it up, back in its place.
Mm-hmm.
So that way, when things have a place, whenever you want to find that thing, you know where it's at.
That's actually something I struggle with.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
I just kind of like, I give things a new home all the time. That's just kind of how I roll with things. Because, like, now that I have a dog, like, cleaning up when she pees in the house every now and then, we have, like, a little, like, sanitizing urine remover bottle thing. It just finds a new home because she's always peeing in a different spot. So, like, now it lives in the living room. Now it lives under the shelf in the bathroom. Now it lives in the bedroom, under the bed. If she goes in there again, it's got a different home. It is just running around. And I can tell this is just driving you crazy thinking about that.
That doesn't make sense to me. That drives me crazy. I don't know. That's not lazy, but I'm just not a fan of laziness anymore in general, because it promotes bad life choices, I feel like.
Right.
For the future. Because imagine you're not a prepared person at all. Mm-hmm. And you want to go grocery shopping, and then you're like, oh, wait, I need these things. I have no toilet paper at home. Well, crap. Everywhere is sold out of toilet paper now. I'm just going to have to go in the shower now and shower off my ass every time I shit. Like, that is the consequence of you not being a prepared person. Mm-hmm. I'm being legit, or
yeah.
I'm not. That's, and I know not everybody who ran out of toilet paper is unprepared or whatever, but like, when I see something is low that I use on a daily basis, for instance, before this whole thing, paper towels and toilet paper, I'll be like, oh crap, we're only at like 3 paper towels. Let's go buy new ones. Well, I have some free time right now because I don't know what's going to happen in the next couple of days. I might not have time to go pick that up. Or bathroom tissue. I'll be like, I don't really feel like getting some toilet paper. Well, no, you should go right now. I hate that feeling of, I want it, like, because that is so disruptive to the overall health. Because once you do go and you're like, you know what, I'm a little tired, but I'm glad I went and did all the stuff I need to do. 9 times out of 10, the next day where I was saying, oh, I'll do it tomorrow, shit happens where I'm like, oh, I'm busy today. Oh, I'm so glad I finished all that. Now I feel good about myself. I feel like, oh, I have a little bit of responsibility. I'm a responsible person. And I love this feeling now. Now I'm going to keep catching that feeling. Now, do I have my lazy days? Of course. But those are very far in between.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to be unprepared.
Right.
By the way, we stopped buying paper towels. We're not going to buy. Yeah, we're not like worried about getting paper towels. We're actually just getting. I ordered a bunch of microfiber cloths.
Yeah. I've been seeing those go around.
Yeah.
There was some I saw they were like made from like the bamboo.
Yeah.
Like stuff. Yeah.
Or you buy any kind of like 50 towels, and instead of with your food having a paper towel, you just wet it.
Yeah.
And then it's fine. Then you wash them, and then you still have towels. And the cleaning, it's the same thing.
Right.
You're just not wasting a bunch of towels.
Me and Mads right now, we got recycle paper towels.
Oh.
And we found like it's made from recycled paper.
Oh, yeah.
And you talking about preparedness. We did come prepared for the paper towels. And then me and Mads got a personal like washer and spinner just because in my apartment complex, there's 12 rooms. And there's one washer, one dryer. And I was just kind of like, I need to get my own little personal
smart
thing. Yeah.
Where did you put it?
Right now it's in the kitchen because it just hooks up to the sink faucet. It just has a little, and it puts water in there. Yeah. And then it just rotates it. Well, we were washing the towels, and the little hose for rinsing decides to pop up out of the sink, land on the floor. And so all the water in it is just going everywhere. I have my headphones on, so I can't hear it. And then Mads sees water coming out of the kitchen. And it's like, well, shit. We're washing the towels, so they're wet right now. I had to go through 2 rolls of paper towels to clean that up.
Wow.
Yeah. We have 1 left now.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah.
Did you get it fixed, the hose?
Yeah, I mean, like, it literally just hangs in the sink.
Gotcha.
1 pressure was too much with the water coming out. It just landed on the ground. Water everywhere.
What are you going to do?
What are you going to do?
But I like the ingenuity of, like, you know what? I'm not waiting for the washer and dryer. I'm bringing our own.
Yeah. They're really cheap, too. If anybody's looking for, like, a little
How much?
personal thing, it was $100.
It's not bad.
Yeah. And I get to do my laundry in my own home. Now, sure, it's got to air dry now. Worst case scenario, I do go down to the dryer.
If it's,
and use it for a little bit.
But you've just considerably took down your time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I hate walking down to it, too. I don't know. Because then there's like a door that's locked that I have to go in there. I got to carry it all back upstairs.
Yeah.
Just want it right there.
Well, that's one of the things whenever I was searching for another apartment a while ago, I was like, oh, not washer and dryer in the unit.
Mm-hmm.
And whenever I booked for the people and I had some extra income, I was like, cool. These that were just came with the apartment, like the old ones, I'm like, yeah, I asked the landlord or the manager, like, hey, can we get them removed? I'm going to buy new ones because I need stuff with, like, I don't want my clothes to get ruined. It only had one dry cycle, which was high heat. So, you know, I don't give a shit, but that's like, I can't keep going through clothes because they're shrinking or they're just they were getting so coarse.
Yeah.
I know this is like a first world problem, but like even my white t-shirts, I was like,
they're not feeling right.
This is hard. I'm getting like rashes from the cloth. So I just bought like a nice washer and dryer. Nothing like crazy expensive, but ones that actually had settings.
Yeah.
So we're going to take a little quick break, and then we'll be back with some current events. And we'll talk about the prison video.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. All right.
Good.
We're up. So I want to start off current events with a really funny story I read on Twitter.
Okay.
And it's from Anbara Salam. And she has a very hilarious story about how she got stuck in a German spa, totally naked, doesn't know where to go. And she speaks no German. So here's the story. As a public service in these stressful times, I'd like to offer as a palate cleanser the most embarrassing moment of my life. 10-ish years ago, my ex-boyfriend and I visited a spa in Germany. It's swimsuits in the pool, but you have to be naked in the sauna. By the way, I speak no German. Boyfriend and I agree to meet in the cafe. I get undressed, grab a little towel, and go off to the sauna. There are 2 unmarked doors at the end of the corridor. I take a guess and go through the one on the left. It's not the door to the sauna. It's the fire escape. The door locks behind me. I am trapped inside the fire escape in the nip. It's 2 stories, dark, grim, noisy because of huge fans. I bang on the fire escape door until I actually hurt myself. Nothing. Yell for help. Nothing. Fully crying, I run downstairs, trying to work out which part of me I should cover with my little towel. My face, a single buttock. Bang on the second floor doors for 10 minutes. Yell some more. Nothing. On the ground floor, there's an unlocked door. Jackpot, but no, it's a massive, terrifying machine room with massive fans and pumps and electrocution symbols on everything. Friends, there's nothing quite like running naked and crying around an industrial machine room. I spot a service lift. Out of sheer panic, I run into the lift, covering each boob in turn, mashing the buttons. I go up and down in the lift a few times. There's a security camera in the lift, torn between I don't want anyone to see this and I really, really want someone to see this and rescue me. I move the little towel between the strategic areas while sobbing and waving at the camera.
Is that where it ends? Oh, no, there's more.
Eventually, the lift doors open. A spa employee stands there. He is the most dressed man to ever be wearing clothes. He has brought no towel for me. He says something in German. I cry. He sighs, waves for me to follow him. I go after him, still switching around this washcloth. Apparently, the only way out of the fire escape is to fully leave the building. So I'm covering on the edge. So I'm cowering on the edge of the pavement, hysterical, and he points round the corner. The only way back in is along the street, through the reception, where people are queuing out the building. I now have to... Oh, shit. This might have to be the clip.
Oh, God.
I now have an out-of-body experience. I shame black out. I have reached my max. I go fully through embarrassment and out the other side. Time slows down. I can hear the music of the spheres. I stop crying, drop the washcloth, shoulders back, head high, follow him along the street, past people parking their cars, standing in line with their families. People say things, point. I cannot hear them. I am transcendent with shame, untouchable. Reception is busy, so busy he has to yell at people to make way so I can get through the crowd. The guy explains, I'm guessing, the sit to the receptionist. This takes actual minutes. An old lady gives me her pool float. It is shaped like a lobster. The claws rest on my boobs. The receptionist asks for an ID. I am wearing only a lobster. Where, friends, where I'd be keeping my fucking ID. Receptionist sighs and lets me through the turnstile. 10 minutes later, when I run sobbing into a towel and find my boyfriend in the cafe, he has the audacity to be grumpy because he's been waiting for an hour. Shit. I love stories like this, man. This is what being human is all about.
Yeah.
This has to be the clip.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if something like that happened
God.
to Jonte and Isaiah and I in Japan? One of us just like, oh, Jesus. Go me, kudasai, go me, which is basically, I'm sorry, excuse me.
Right.
I'm sorry, excuse me. Go me.
What was the word Jonte kept saying on the Japan trip?
Sumimasen. Kudasai. Sumimasen. Excuse me, please. Okay, man, calm down. We're already in the taxi. He's already taken us there. We look like drug addicts now. Kudasai. Sumimasen. Sumimasen. Kudasai. Shit. Again, her Twitter is Anbara Salam. At Anbara_Salam. Thank you for that wonderful story. Wow. We'll be sure to tag her in this clip. And yeah. Oh my gosh. This is great.
Holy shit.
Yeah. My gosh. Whew. What else we got for current events, man?
Well, on a lighthearted note, a California man started a street corner toilet paper exchange during this giant pandemic.
That's
He
awesome.
literally held a sign on the corner of a street saying, "Share your toilet paper." And people, honking in support, donated rolls of toilet paper that they just bought from the grocery store. And in turn, he went around and gave it to the needy. So if we're following the logic from the start of the episode, he's allowed in the gates of heaven.
He is.
100%.
100%. Good person.
Yeah,
Good person. That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
See, that's the kind of community support we need with each other.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That's good. That made me feel good.
I just wish I could find toilet paper to donate, you know?
I know. I know. What else we got?
And then, lastly, we have, and we'll throw some photos up for those watching on YouTube, a cougar attacked 2 people in a Colorado RV park because cougars don't care. Cougars do not care at all. So during some people's vacation at an RV park, authorities were called because a cougar was running around there. The cougar eventually decided to pounce on this deputy, and thankfully she did not have fatal injuries at all. They did have to shoot the cougar, and the first time it wasn't a fatal shot. And then it started running around. And then I think they said it was a park ranger, a warden. A warden came up and gave a fatal shot to the cougar. I never like the animals dying in the end, but I get there's no other way. It's running around trying to kill people.
Yeah.
I get it.
I think from the photos, it looks like an adolescent.
Does it?
Yeah. And
I don't know much about cougars.
very rarely.
It is tiny.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It looks like an adolescent. It doesn't know what the hell it didn't realize that, oh no, I'm not supposed to attack humans, because for the majority I mean, this is like, or actually not just a rare case of a cougar or / puma attacking someone, super rare for these to happen. Because a good friend of mine told me that cougars don't want to get into fights. They're not a type of like altercation because they know instinctually that if they get injured, they can't hunt and they'll die. So they're looking for the stuff that they know doesn't fight back or easier prey, that kind of stuff.
Interesting.
And as humans, we're not in their DNA as prey. They see us as danger more than anything. They'll fight. If they feel threatened, they'll fight us, of course.
Right.
But they're not out trying to hunt us usually. So this was a super rare instance of that. And it's actually good that the mountain lion was killed, because if it lived and it procreated, some of that instinctual DNA might be put up, given to its children, and then you have more chance of attacks like that happening.
Plus, you said, like, it might not even be able to hunt anyway if it got away, and so it just slowly passes away.
Yeah, which is
from another point of view.
But I saw the initial attack. I saw the video of it. There's a video. And, oh, dude, you got to... it was kind of like the people were scared.
Yeah.
And I was like, if that was happening in front of me, oh, you have to get so aggressive with that thing. You have to be like, this is life and death.
Right.
You have to be like screaming. Like you have to seem more dominant.
Yeah.
Because the people around it were like, and then I know somebody shot it eventually, but like, you got to act like, you just got to go into savage mode. That's why it's good to know a little bit of martial arts and a little bit of be in shape.
Right.
You never know when shit like this is going to happen. I'm not saying like be an MMA fighter, but like, you know, what do you think you would have done?
If a cougar got me, well, definitely, like, I got a very crazy grandpa who he always gets big dogs, and he's always taught me, like, if the big dog ever decided to attack me, what I need to do.
Okay.
All right?
I love this.
And you got to protect the neck.
Yes.
All right? Neck and head. It's all things. So, obviously, put an arm out in front of you. He said this. I don't know if I would physically be able to do this. He made it sound like it'd be so easy. And he's like, you just go up and you crack its neck. And I'm like, wow. I just crack its neck. Like, I don't know if it's doing all that, if I'll just be able to easily go, oh.
That's not easy. That's not easy, my man.
I know. So, like, I would definitely be trying to go for its head, I think, but I don't know if I would successfully be able to just go.
Here's what you have to. Yeah. Here's the thing. With a rabbit, you know how small rabbits are, right?
Yeah. You could just easily.
That's like, but like, if you want to do it clean and make sure it's like, okay, use maybe like 50% of your strength.
Yeah.
Like of your total strength, just go.
Right.
That should do it. If you have a good grip, right?
Mm-hmm.
And look how small it is, and you have to use 50% of your strength to make sure it's for sure going to die. Now look at an animal that's 80 pounds, right?
Yeah.
70 pounds.
Yeah.
And it's flailing,
right,
and it's already strong.
Possibly biting me already.
Yeah. You think it's no. That's not.
Right.
If any, I mean, even this would be hard. You'd have to be like a fucking lucky, first of all. But if you were to get your hand in there, and it's going to be biting you, and that's going to fucking hurt.
Right.
You'd have to grab the tongue, and if you have a good grip strength, maybe rip out the tongue.
Interesting.
With all that stuff.
Rip out the tongue.
Yeah, but it's holding on to your arm, right? Or your hand. So you'd have to squeeze so fucking hard that as soon as you felt it letting go, you pulled out. Mm-hmm. And you did enough damage to where it's like, oh fuck, and it's just like runs away after that.
Yeah.
And it can't like bite anymore. And that way its main attacking weapon is neutralized.
Right.
If you can get, you know what I mean? That's like a big if. With the way the cougar was attacking, the guys who were right next to it, you just gotta fucking kick the shit out of that thing, and then you need to like just make. You need them like just start, because that's like an actually good like defense. If it's attacking somebody on the ground, you don't want to get on the ground with it. Yeah. That way you're, unless you knew some crazy jujitsu move where you like, but those claws on its hands, get ready to get fucked up.
Right.
Man. Just imagine. Have you ever had a cat go crazy on you?
Oh yeah.
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 Imagine that.
Yeah, but like 5 times bigger.
Okay, so I did something with my cat, and it was we let our cats out, and we love them. We take care of them. But it was when it was younger, I had to make sure it knew that it wasn't okay to do this. So, and I've been taught this by trained professionals as well with dogs or whatever. You kind of like assert dominance. You're not hurting the animal, but you're letting it know, oh, I'm not as strong as my owner, so I can't do this. Will not reap positive benefits. So I was picking it up because it wouldn't come back inside, and it started getting like hissing me like no, and it started clawing and biting me, and I placed it on the ground, and I wasn't like hurting it.
No,
I just
put it on its back,
like on its side, on its side, right?
Yeah.
But like I made sure like okay, we don't do that, and I like yelled at it, and eventually it stopped. It stopped scratching and everything. And yeah, it hurt me and stuff, but I wanted to let it know, like, oh, you can't scratch somebody and then get your way, because then you're going to continuously scratch people.
Yeah.
Never had an incident. It got up, I put it back inside, and was very docile. And it's never hissed or scratched at me or anybody.
Which one was this?
Romulus.
It was Romulus?
Yeah, he's very aggressive. He's the runt, but he is the most aggressive out of him and Remus.
Gotcha.
He's just noticeably smaller. I know you noticed that, but like, never does that. And with everybody who comes in the home, they're always friendly. We're always friendly with our cats. We always take care of them. But I think it's important to let your animals know in a proper way, oh, if you bite or do this, you're not going to get your way. So I think that's always important.
Our dog's getting a little too comfortable.
Yeah,
we're kind of having to do stuff. She started barking. People walking by. And it's like, oh, no.
Yeah.
We got you because you were quiet.
Right.
And you're going to stay that way.
You have a sprayer?
Do what?
Spray?
No, we need a spray bottle. We would do that with our cats.
Yeah.
We would do that just, psst.
So they know.
Yeah.
I by the way, I would never hit an animal.
Oh, no,
like that.
yeah.
But like that thing on the side of dogs, that actually is very effective.
Oh, yeah. Cesar Romero taught me that.
Yeah. But
or not Cesar Romero.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, the dog guy. Cesar.
The dog guy.
Yeah. I was about to say dog whisperer. That's right. How are we on time?
We got 4 minutes.
4 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's been a great episode.
Yeah.
We've covered a lot, and I'm so glad we didn't talk too much about the coronavirus.
For sure.
And I can't wait till here's my guess.
Mm-hmm.
In about a month from now, things are going to be just about normal again.
Yeah.
In terms of day to day. No, give it a month or two.
Mm-hmm.
Month or two. I'm not saying everybody's going to be quarantined for a month or two, but give it a month or two, and then you'll start seeing, okay, things are back to normal. Things are kind of... Yeah.
The mob will die down.
The mob will die down, and people will still be getting sick, but not as much, and people will still be very cautious around public places for a while, which I like. And again, the whole purpose of quarantine is not about you getting other people sick or you getting sick from other people. I mean, that is what it is, but it's mainly to help our healthcare professionals not be overwhelmed.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't care about healthcare professionals not being overwhelmed, you're a bad person. Like those fucking idiots in Florida. Oh my gosh!
In Florida?
Remember the video I sent you? The spring breakers? The idiots?
Yeah. Yes. That...
We've been planning this trip for like 2 or 3 months, so we didn't want it to ruin our spring break.
The most frat and sorority stereotypes.
Yeah, man, we're just taking it one day at a time.
Yeah.
We're just going to have fun, we just want to have fun.
They think they sound like so wise. Like, hey, man, Live day by day. No, one step at a time. I'm going to go contract a virus now.
Get captured. Get captured, sir. Unbelievable morons. If I had a kid and I saw them doing that, oh my God.
Yeah.
What I did to my cat, I would do to my child. If he was that stupid,
Yeah.
hey, what the fuck are you doing?
Right.
You in college? I'm taking off the belt. I don't care. You obviously don't live in the same world as everybody else.
Right.
You moron.
Do you want to tell people the context of the video?
Yeah, so Barstool, I think, tweeted it out.
Yeah, it was Barstool.
Yeah, they said they're stupid, and then there's this stupid. Matt D'Elia, shout out to Matt D'Elia. He actually quoted them. He's like, there's the stupidest people, and then you have people who are even so stupid, and then these people at the spring break are way below those people.
Yeah.
I think I sent it to you in a text message.
You did, yeah.
Okay, here it is. I'm just going to play a little bit of it. Yeah, they're stupid, and then these people. That's what the hold on, let's see.
I'm not going to let it stop. If I get corona. At the end of the day, I'm not going to let it stop me from partying. We've been waiting for Miami spring break for a while. About 2 months we've had this trip planned. 2-3 months. So we're just out here having a good time. Whatever happens, happens.
It's really messing up with my spring break. What is there to do here other than go to the bars or the beach, and they're closing all of it? It's really messing up. I think they're blowing it way out of proportion. I think it's doing way too much.
Doing us bad. We need a refund. This virus ain't that serious. It's serious. It's more serious things out there like hunger and poverty. We need to address that.
Yeah, we planned this a long time ago, and it was kind of up in the air if we still go, but we're here. I just turned 21 this year, so I'm here to party, so it's kind of disappointing, but we're just making the most of it. We met these other people in our little Airbnb spot, so we're just hanging out with them and trying to get drunk before everything closes.
It sucks, but we're going to make the best of it. We're enjoying ourselves. It sucks, and I'm from New Orleans, so this really sucks. However, we're going to enjoy ourselves. We having day parties all day.
Oh. It really sucks? It really sucks? If that really sucks, your situation right now, what do you say to the child who just watched his parents get blown up in a bombing overseas? Huh? What do you say to the 8-year-old kid who's holding his baby sister in his arms, his dead baby sister in his arms, and his parents died as well? What kind of situation is that? Fucking morons. Morons is not even a correct word. I can't even play the rest of the video. Rest of the video.
I'm amazed people still actually talk like that. It's always a stereotype to do that little And it just, there's people like that out there. She stopped herself, but she was about to say, with the bars closing down, that's really messed up. And she stopped herself. She was like, that's really I was like, oh, it's messed up that as a precaution, they are closing down a space where people are going to be shoulder to shoulder. It's a bar. People are going to be all over each other.
Listen, I will say this. In the beginning, I thought this corona thing was, especially in January or February, I was like, is this really a big deal? Because it doesn't seem like people weren't, again, because of the people in charge, they were saying it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. And so I'm like, why is there so much media coverage? Why, guys, this is getting kind of out of hand. And then we slowly realized, no, it is a big deal. It is serious enough. And it's serious because of our hospitals being overwhelmed and people dying because of not just necessarily the disease, but because we can't even treat people or help people. That's the issue. You fucking idiots. Dude, I don't like to wish ill will on people. But I don't hope they die. I just hope they get it and get really close to dying.
Gotcha.
Just so they're like, oh, maybe they get a little life lesson through it. I hope this becomes a lesson for them. I really do. I don't hope they die.
Yeah.
I just hope they get really close to dying. That's the quote. I don't hope they die. I just hope they get really close to dying.
Oh, man.
I don't know what to use for the clip anymore. That's the quote. I hope they die. I don't hope they die. I don't hope they die. Yeah. All right, you know what? Let's just let's play us out, Michael. Peyton. Thank you, Nice Guy Digital. Thank you, Peyton. Thank you, Adobe Radio. Thank you to all of our healthcare providers, and thank you to our new listeners and subscribers. We appreciate you dearly, and always stay, be a positive impact to your community, help one another, and be the change you wish to see in the world, as Gandhi said. Always remember to listen, think, and then talk.